government expects the Bahamas to be removed from the European Union's list of non-cooperative tax jurisdictions by the next meeting of the EU finance ministers on May 27th. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, the Honourable Peter Turnquest, made the announcement during the second reading of the Multinational Entities Reporting Bill being introduced to help the country meet OECD tax reporting requirements. He says no matter how the Bahamas catches up, the game is constantly changing. So if the financial services industry is to survive, the Bahamas must be proactive. Minister Turnquest said the country is making a concerted effort to meet targets ahead of the EU's December 31st compliance deadline.
We are consulting with the Code of Conduct group from the EU and the OECD to ensure that the legislation that we bring will A, meet the standard, and B, will be effective such that we don't have this back and forth, that we get it right the first time, that it is a competitive piece of legislation, and that we do not put a collar on our own necks that will make us uncompetitive with respect to other jurisdictions. There's nothing in the criteria from the EU that requires us to implement income taxation or corporate taxation. That is not part of the discussion.
Minister of Financial Services and Investments, Brent Simonet, who seconded the bill, says every time the Bahamas achieves a goal, the goalpost moves, but the country must nonetheless maintain compliance.
So this bill, seconding it, and because the Deputy Prime Minister made most of the points that needed to be made, is an attempt to complete the agenda we set. We negotiated this with the OECD in Paris and subsequent months afterwards, so that we know that they know that by December 2018, we will have complied with a lot of the requirements that are required for the OECD.